World ranking 612, age 17, from Australia. This kid just won his first ATP Tour main draw match. So far, that's a nice rookie story. But the moment the win was sealed, one celebration told everyone exactly whose son he was. At the DC Open in Washington, Australia's Cruz Hewitt beat Marcos Giron 6-3, 6-4. 17 years old, ranked 612th in the world. His first ATP Tour main draw win. On paper, that's a qualifier winning a first-round match. But look at the surname, and the story changes. Hewitt. He's the son of Australian great Lleyton Hewitt. Former world number 1, two-time major champion. And on the day, Cruz backed the name up. He did not face a single breakpoint all match. He won 83% of his first serve points and closed it out in 74 minutes. That made him the youngest man to win a match in Washington since Kei Nishikori back in 2007. Nishikori was 17 at the time, too. Qualifying alone had already lifted Cruz from 612th to 357th in the world. So this wasn't a teenager riding a famous name. He backed it up on the court, and that is exactly why the clip traveled. Australian tennis has spent years waiting to see this surname on a winning scoreline again. But the reason this match ran all day wasn't the scoreline. He closed it out with a forehand winner and then raised four fingers to his own forehead. It's called the Vict. It's his father's trademark gesture, the one Lleyton used through his entire career. And the son recreated it, exactly. Here's the part that made it land even harder. Lleyton Hewitt won this very Washington tournament in 2004. For years before Cruz was even born. 22 years later, at the same event, his son gets his first tour win. With his father's signature celebration. Afterwards, Cruz put it like this. It's a pretty special moment, seeing my dad play this tournament, and to get my first tour win, it feels really cool. He just always did it, and when I was little I've just always seen it. It's cool to be able to do that now, because obviously my dad has been a huge part of where I am today. He also said this, it's very surreal. Pretty special to play my first two qualifying matches on center court, and my dad's name being in the back. A legend celebration from his son in his first ever tour win. Same tournament, same gesture, one generation apart. For anyone who watched Lleyton in the 2000s, it was a small-time machine. The record books will file it as one small first-round win. It didn't get treated like one. And the newcomer wasn't only Cruz Hewitt. On the same day, 19-year-old Spaniard Rafael Joda took out the 8th seed, Arthur Fils. 7-6 in a first-set tiebreak, then 6-3. And here's where the easy version of this story falls apart. Joda is not an unknown. He is already ranked 24th in the world. He won his first tour title on clay in Marrakesh in April and reached the quarterfinals at Roland Garros. Arthur Fils came in as the world number 22. So this wasn't a nobody upsetting a star. It was a 19-year-old, already inside the top 25, beating a seed. Which is a different story, and arguably a bigger one. Because it doesn't say a seed had an off day. It says the next group is already ranked high enough to do this regularly. Two of the youngest players in the draw, winning on the same day. And in the space those wins opened up, the opposite picture was forming. At what is essentially a home event, the American men fell one after another. 6th seed Francis Tiafoe, ranked 19th in the world, beaten by France's Terence Artmain. 6-4, 3-6, 4-6, he won the opening set and lost the match. 5th seed Lerna Tien, at a career-best 16th in the world. Out to 38-year-old Adrian Mannarino, 5-7, 4-6. Mannarino is ranked 47th, and he did it in straight sets. And Tommy Paul, back in Washington for the first time since 2022. Out to Poland's Kamil Majkrak, 5-7, 6-7. 3 of the home names, gone, not one bad night, 3, back-to-back. And with the US Open a month away, the exact moment they'd want home momentum, the pile-up stung more. So there are two honest readings of this. 1. Something is going wrong with the American men at precisely the wrong time of year. 2. This isn't an American slump so much as proof that the players beating them are genuinely good. And the second reading holds up. Artmain, Mannarino, and Majkrak aren't journeymen having career nights. They're the kind of dangerous, experienced opponents you do not want in round 1. And it wasn't a clean sweep, either. Taylor Fritz and Alex Michelsen both came through their openers. So why did the upsets pile up at this event in particular? This year, the men's singles draw was cut from 48 players to 32. That brings it in line with other ATP 500 events. And it pushed the entry cutoff up to 47th in the world. Tournament chairman Markine described the effect like this. You're almost starting at the third round of a Grand Slam on the first day, so you get these unbelievable matchups. Taylor Fritz said much the same thing. It just turns into a really strong tournament, as I feel like most of these 500s with smaller draws do. The results matched the theory almost immediately. By day 2, the 5th and 6th seeds were out, along with 3 other top 25 players. So there's a debate about whether that's a good thing. One side says this is exactly what makes every match must-watch, no dead rubbers, drama from day 1. The other says it's just chaos, with the players people bought tickets for gone before they can settle in. Either way, one thing is clear. This week, Washington became the least predictable court of the summer. And the story stopped being about who was seeded and became about who was next. So let's line it up. A 17-year-old, ranked 612th, announced himself with his legendary father's celebration. A 19-year-old, already in the top 25, took down a seed. And 3 of the home favorites went out in 2 days. And for Cruz, it does not get any easier. Next up is the top seed, Alex de Minaur, the defending champion here. De Minaur had lost 12 of his previous 13 meetings with Tsitsipas and beat him anyway, 6-4, 3-6, 6-3. Which sets up an all-Australian second round. Which leaves one question. Are we watching the start of a changing of the guard? Or one wild week in a draw that was built for chaos? Tell me where you land. Drop it in the comments. And if you think you'll be hearing the name Hewitt a lot more from here, go ahead and subscribe.